Martha, stop being hysterical.
We're gonna just cover all the best things about this MaonoCaster Lite. This is the S4 professional audio mixer. So that's what these two things do. Sidechain again fades out the background track, and then the music only strips the lyrics. Hey, did you hear that?
Hear what, James? I'm scared. Please tell me what's going on.
Martha, stop being hysterical. Martha, get away now.
Changes your voice. That's right, but that's only one of the things that it does. There are 4 user customizable jingle pads that allow you to record your favorite sound effect. We're also going to go over the 6 effect buttons. One of the best ones is definitely the Denoise and the sidechain. Also, we're going to cover how to do the inputs for your music, how to pair with Bluetooth, and absolutely everything else there is to know about this. Now you have 12 auto-tune settings. These monitor headphones are monitoring this MaonoCaster Lite AU-AM200 mixer board. So today we're going to break down this entire board, configure it, and I'm going to show you what it does, what it's capable of, and why you should actually get it. I'm also recording another stream right here on my phone, and then the audio that's being recorded on here is actually what we're going to be testing out from this mixer. Currently though, you're hearing me from my phone. Let's get into it. This is the MaonoCaster Lite by Maono, AU-AM200 S4 premium mic bundle. Now there are S1, S2, and S4. I could not find an S3. The difference between those are basically the microphones. This microphone is as powerful as a XLR, but it does not require phantom power. This is the mic. It comes with a stand. This is the cable plugs in, and then the other end of this cable plugs in to mic 1. Make sure that this is charged. If it's not, then take your USB-C cable. This is cable number 2. Plug it in right here, and then connect the other end to your computer. This is a 6-foot cable. All right, you're gonna see the light status, and the drivers are gonna install automatically. Right here is your battery charging indicator, so you can see that it's red, it's dead, and then that is just showing that it's charging. Let's turn this on because we can use it while it's being charged. This is your power button, so hold that for 3 seconds. And then all the lights are going to flash on. Now you do need to go and hook up your headphones to monitor what's going on. So let's do that right now. Now anything that we do on here, we should be able to hear it. Let's go ahead and break this down so I can show you how I'm actually managing to record what I'm recording to this output, which this is a phone. So this phone would essentially right at this point be streaming live to my podcast platform or to my YouTube live stream, whichever you want. The really cool thing about this is you can stream to 4 places at the same time. So if you have a guest that you're interviewing, for example, because there are 2 mic inputs on the back, each person would be able to plug in their phone in real time and stream to their podcast. You can stream to your podcast, and then you can have another third podcast streaming out at the same time. And then this USB-C would be connected to your laptop, iPad, or desktop, and then you could actually record on your computer and do another stream at the same time. This is your off-on button. The Podcaster has a 1200 milliamp battery. This will give you about 7 to 8 hours of usage without being plugged into anything. So you could just take this out and essentially just stream to your phones or outputs or whatever you want on battery. You may want to disable the lights. To disable the lights is going to conserve your battery. There's a little button on here, and then that is essentially dimming the buttons to give you more power. The third button again is your USB-C. This charges the mixer board, and it also connects to your computer, and it picks it off as a microphone on your computer. The next one is your output pod 1, pod 2, pod 3. So these are actually connected to your phones or your outputs. These could be computers, these could be laptops. In my case, it's just a phone because we're actually recording what we're going to be doing inside this phone, and then I'm going to sync this audio with what you guys are seeing on the screen. Next one is your output. If you have another external speaker that you want to connect to or listen, or you want other people to listen, you can plug it into here as well. And next is your music input. The cool thing about this podcaster is it allows you to mix your vocals with your music, and the music source can be plugged in here, or even better, there's a Bluetooth mode, and we've actually already synced this phone that you're watching this on to the Bluetooth, so we can play music directly from our phone, and this little knob is going to control the volume of that track, so that way you can speak and then have a little background music playing in real time. Next is your headset. This is for your monitoring. So right now this headset is connected to this input, and then finally you've got your mic 1, and this mic is connected to your microphone, and then of course mic 2 is for another mic. Let's switch to our actual MaonoCaster audio feed at this point. All right, so I'm about a foot away from the microphone, and let's go over the board. These two knobs control the music and then the microphone volume. This is your gain, right? So as I'm speaking normally, mute, and now if I'm speaking, it goes louder and louder. I kind of like to have it almost at the max. This is your volume indicator for your mic. Those are your low, mids, and your highs right over here. I kind of like when I'm speaking on voice, like to keep them all almost at a +10, maybe a 6. Gives me that DJ voice. If you go low, I'm just going to demonstrate. So right now we're going to go all the way low, and this is what it sounds like with low. It also lowers the volume. So we're going to go a little higher, and this is where we're at. Okay, next up, your record dial. So this is your minimum and maximum record volume. So we can go all the way up, of course, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to go to about 3/4 in. Is that what that is? Like just the past 50%. This is your knob for your music. So if you have either a Bluetooth connection or an input from a guitar or from another source for music, you can control the volume and fade it in and out as you see fit. Next down is your dials. This is your echo. So I'm just going to increase it so you can hear what this sounds like. So this is your echo. Hello. Why am I in a theater? Or is this a museum? I don't know. We're going to turn that off. Again, we already went through the monitor. Also, these dials, they don't just go up. You can see there's some friction behind them, which is good. And same with these knobs. You can get pretty precise if you. This is your electron. So this is your auto-tune setting. Now you have 12 auto-tune settings, and I'm not a singer, but I'm going to attempt to do something for each one. So right now, to turn this on, actually, I think it's been on the whole time. Yeah, I actually had it on the whole time, so you guys were hearing me in A minor. So let's just turn this on so you guys can get an idea. This is A major. By the way, every time you click any of these functions, there's a little voice telling you what's happening. You may not hear it, but there is on the headset. All right. This is auto-tune. Definitely doesn't sound good. All right. Let's try next. This is B. This is B major. Why don't you love C major? Why is this D flat major? But this is D major. This is E flat major. E major. This is F major. But why don't you love me? I love you. You just never love me. G major. This is G major. Oh my God, follow me. I want to make $1 million. And finally, this is A B. I think my money's in the bank. Okay, you exit out of the effects by pressing the effect. And then the original is your sort of like a purpley haze button here. So we're going to go and break down actually these first, and then we're going to focus on these. We're almost done, so it's not going to be such a long video after all. Next up is your preset buttons. We're just going to really quickly go for them. So these are... So that was our opening. Again, you can't erase these, so these are what they're going to be. This is your applause. So let's just say, hey, what's going on? Welcome to our podcast. Thank you so much. And then you can hear me speaking actually over top of that as well. And then, oh my God, what's going on? There's a shooter? Oh my goodness, there's a shooter. Hey, did I ever tell you about that joke? Yeah. And did you know that I may not run for president? Yeah, I know. This is kind of awkward. Mm. And then, what did you say to me? And of course, let's go for drinks after this video. I don't know why it's kids, but it's kind of funny. Now, these four you can program in. I'm going to show you how to do that. So there's a button here called loopback. And by the way, you can go and import and bring these in through the computer as well. You just got to hook this up to your computer, and then you can just basically transfer from the computer onto here as well, which is kind of cool. Click loopback, and then it's going to say loopback on. And then now you need to select which key. So we're going to go here. So you press this, right? And then it's got a flash. Okay, come on. Hey, what's going on? This is Marcin doing a video. All right, now we press. Okay, I probably should have pressed that before I continue speaking. But anyway, so now that's programmed. So if I press this, hey, what's going on? This is Marcin doing a video. There you go. So that actually gets programmed. And if you want to just re-record it, you just press loop back again. You're gonna hold it, and it's gonna get erased, and then you're done. All right. Next up, your effects. So there's different, I guess, 4 different theater modes, depending on what effect you're looking for. I personally like the MJ. This is Pro, so I'm speaking in Pro at this point. This is your Pop. So Pop is kind of nice as well. This is the MC. So the MC is gives you that deeper voice. And this is my original voice. Notice that I have Denoise on the whole time. So if I unpress this, you're going to notice a little static. So there's a little ground static on the floor. And I think they knew about this, so they built this in. But it also does a great job masking like vacuum cleaners, air conditioners, fan, maybe kids crying in the background. So as you speak on a podcast, you're not interrupted by there's noises. So this denoise button is on all the time for me, and it's amazing. Let me just turn this off. See, so you can kind of hear, yeah, you definitely hear a little hum. But if I press, and it's all gone. Beautiful. Next up is pitch. So it's basically a voice changer. So you got your female, then you got your male, then you got your baby, and then you got your robot.
Hey guys, this is Martha. I am sure that I am doing a terrible impression of a woman, but these days even a man is a woman.
I don't know what Martha is talking about because a man is a man is a man is a boy. This is a male. This is what a real man sounds like. Come to the darkness and let me show you the way. So this is a robot sign. Now you cannot control any of the pitches and the tones of these voices, but they're really fun for sure.
And I'm just going to go back to my original voice, and this is it. Now, the last 3 things. All right, let me demonstrate the sidechain and the music only. Music only is great for karaoke or stripping the lyrics from a song. So I'm going to play a royalty-free song. This phone right now is connected via Bluetooth, right, to this board. So anything I play on this phone, which in this case is a copyright-free song, is going to transmit through the phone, the mixer, coming out to my monitor headphones, which are plugged into the PC through an auxiliary, and that is actually going to play as I'm speaking. Now, the music only, what it does is when I press this, it's going to strip the lyrics so you can hear them softly or not at all. It works for some songs. And then the sidechain, what it does is automatically fades out the music in the background, or if anybody else is speaking, to allow for you to be priority audio. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate those two right now. So let's go and play the track. So now you're hearing. Now I'm going to press music only. See how that moves it back into the back, but still plays the track. Now I'm going to press this again, and we're going to hear him again. I can help you. I can help you out. So now you can sing over those, see? All right, so now I'm going to leave this, and I'm going to press sidechain. Again, that's going to fade it out automatically. Here we go again. And all I have to do is start talking, and it's going to fade out the background music track. Brings it up if I stop talking. And again, it fades it out. So it allows me to essentially not need to do this, because this controls the music. See, now you have no music. More music. So that's what these two things do. Sidechain, again, fades out the background track, and then the music only strips the lyrics. So those are the two extra features that I love on this MaonoCaster. You can obviously accomplish what we did here today with like a MIDI keyboard, a separate microphone, Pro Logic tools, a laptop, and then a whole lot of cables. But what Maono managed to do is they put everything into one little board that is very, very inexpensive. And again, you can do this absolutely anywhere because it's got a built-in battery. And that's actually one of the premium features that I've not seen on a lot of different mixing boards with these types of features, is that there is a battery in here that lasts almost an entire set. Great. I wish we actually had the option of just removing these and then having a reset button, so we just bring them back, so that way I would have a lot more programmable keys. And I'm going to finish off right now with some auto. I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.